Sup everyone, welcome to War 8. We're almost at the final quarter of the season. We're against PYCB today. A bit of a tough war. I've got Cassie with me, I've got Red Mags, and I can't even remember who until we find out. Oh yes, Absorbing Man. Cassie, Mags and Abs. Again, a slightly small war today. I've got 5 fights, but including a big boss fight. Again, making a habit of this now, which is not one I want to keep. But no, it's been good. I'm going up path 4 today. I'm taking that Chavez, and then I'm going to path 9 for Zemo there, so kind of more of a backup role. And then I'm taking Future Ant-Man there on the shared island. I can't remember what node number. Ebony more and Wong. Mostly Cassie fights and 1 fight each for Mags and Abs. So yeah, this is a new fight for me in that I've obviously, as you know, not used to taking path 4. Watched enough fights there and did a few duels and was pretty confident with it. I use a lot of invulnerability boosts this war, which happy to make the sacrifice, but a little bit annoying as well. On the whole, I'm kind of wasting them, but obviously it's a safety net, and better safe than sorry. So I'm aware that I'm going to end up, due to the nature of Cassie play and being aggressive and keeping Chavez to the corner, staying close, I'm going to stack up tons of weaknesses, but fortunately Cassie's stings are scaled on her base damage only, and they're not influenced by weakness or anything like that, so they're still going to be doing all the damage, despite and my basics and stuff probably won't be doing very much to her. Yeah, so I'm just going to be hitting her block when I can to make her try and hit me, and then I can make it miss, and then yeah, just staying aggressive and keeping on using light ending combos when I can to keep the stings paused, and yeah, just doing my thing. It's going really nicely, as you can see. And shortly we'll be able to just close the fight out. Another couple of specials to throw. Oh, just the one actually. There you go. A nice pop to finish. Yeah, good. Coming up to Zemo. I've done this before. This time I finally remembered to take off Resonate. So no debuffs on him for him to root me. The last time I did take the fight, despite getting rooted and whatever, it did go pretty well, and he was pretty good in firing plenty of special ones. It was not the case today. Yeah, I know that my abs play is probably a little bit suspect, but I got the fight done, but it did take quite a while. Which is fine, it was safe. Yeah, it's obviously just the safest counter for here, but it wasn't quite ideal. I did after a while get bored of trying to bait special ones. He threw it there, but I am sort of losing my... I do keep losing my form a couple of times. It does make me take some hazard damage, as you'll see. But yeah, I also didn't want to concentrate. I could have been more aggressive and gone with some intercepts a bit more and tried to keep the pace up a bit, but didn't feel too comfortable with it. I also gave up trying to bait special one because it wasn't happening. I was losing my form and I was just going to have to be brave and dex his special 2, which on the whole went pretty well. But yeah, I've lost my form now. Not entirely sure why I didn't take any hazard damage there, but I'm not complaining. So yeah, nice and... I say nice and slow, it's far too slow this fight, but it's ticking down slowly, we're making progress. Unfortunately, we had, amongst the alliance, a few silly deaths again, which was a bit of a shame. It cost us. Made these fights a little bit more difficult because the pressure was definitely on. It's kind of boring now, really, isn't it? I'll just leave you to watch the fight out and laugh at my terrible Absman play. Better fights to come, I promise. Keep watching. At least I can dex his special 2 on the whole. And after several long years and many generations, he's down. Coming up to future Ant-Man now, on the mini island. Again, I forget the node, but it will be in the notes. Incinerate, Shock. I've got Max Pacify on, so that is going to be safe to parry and not take hazard damage. We're going to use another invulnerability boost here, and I'm not too worried about the prowess that he's going to be gaining, because Mags is Mags and he's just going to take very minimal block damage, and if I do get caught, it's only one, and I've got the invulnerability boost anyway. So yeah, the usual Mags play, parry heavy all the way to special 3 and fire. I think I didn't get caught by the special, maybe I did, I can't remember, but he did power drain me at one point, which just made things last a bit longer. Ideally I wanted him to just stick to special 1 as well, but it's all good. Mags is just so good, he's so broken against metal champs. Nearly getting punished by Max Limber there. I did get punished by Max Limber there. Then a parry. That's right, I forgot this happened. It's all good. That's why we use invulnerability boosts. And good, we're finally at special 3. I can double my prowess and fire it off, and this will all but finish him off, and the residual bleeds will get the fight done. Good night, future Ant-Man. I ranked 5 mine today as well, by the way, so that's nice. Coming up to Ebony more now. Luckily I still had the invulnerability boost active. Yeah, switched back to a science boost because I knew I was going to throw a few more specials. This was a slightly messier fight. I was a little bit scared of this. I was scared of this fight most of all out of everything I had today, just because it's a messy node. It can really trip you up. It took me a while to get into my rhythm, as you'll see as well. So far so good, and then yeah, just eat a combo. He's got his vigilance, so, and I forget how to space my special 1 punish, which is fun. And then Falter sets in. Oh no, he's got Falter first of all. It's also difficult to mix up between his kit Falter and from the node as well, so trying to keep an eye on that, time my heavies. There we go, I'm faltered, so I'm going to back off. Then he backs away. Yeah, it's really just not going well for me. I wasn't really worried because I know that Cassie's just such a ridiculous tank with her over 100k health, but yeah, I was definitely taking on more damage than I wanted to be, and I just couldn't find an opening here. Then I'm faltered again. I'm also not worried about the degen that I'm going to be taking because I've got debuffs on, and that's just allowing me to heal from it. Or at least not take any damage from it. Yeah, things aren't going well for me there. I nearly ran out of fuel, saved by my relic. I think just about now, while he's just over halfway down, I can now get into my routine. I'm very low on fuel, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to throw off the SP2. Give my fuel some time to build back up, and yeah, now we're kind of on the move and things are going to plan. The vigilance doesn't matter so much because he's not actually missing me. I'm staying away from him for that, and yeah, I'm just not gonna try and make him miss me with basic combos or anything like that. Because of all the boosts and big health pool, even though I've not lost an absolute ton of health, it did take a fair few potions in topping me up, which is fine. And now coming up to to Wong, I felt a bit more comfortable here, which is, I guess, a sign of me making some good progress here, because I was actually looking forward to this fight. put the invulnerability on, and yeah, I just knew this was going to be a good fight. Every duel I'd done with my own rank 2 Wong and my 1-star, 5-star, rank 1 5-star Cassie was going really clean, so I felt good about this. I wanted to hit into his block a couple of times, and then go for the heavy, make him miss me, and then I can get my opening. I did take a couple of gambles on hitting into his block there with the heavy, knowing the stand your ground, but I did manage to break through it, so that was good. And now the plan is just to stay really aggressive and keep him against the wall. Looking back at the fight, and I've realised that I've kind of been playing her a little bit wrong as well. I've had in my head for some reason that the amount of time charging heavy influences the number of stings, where of course it's the number of blocked hits. So there are times when I'm holding heavy for quite a long time throughout Wong's special when I've got enough fuel, but actually the only missed hits are right at the end, so I could just stand there and do it a bit more like that just now. But yeah, we're going either way. It's not going to influence my play too much. Might just shorten the fight time a little bit perhaps and save my fuel for any blushes and danger. But yeah, I'm managing to keep the sting level up really high and keep it there. Get my poisons off, get my special 1 taunt, and he's ticking down nice and nicely, just the way I like. Get the relic off there. Yeah, really pleased with how the fight's going. And I'm also managing despite everything I just said, I'm managing my fuel pretty well as well, which keeps things comfortable. And unfortunately around here, even though I had 40 stings up, they fell off, so I had a little bit of work to do just to finish him off this last 6 or 7%. But it's all good, we're getting there nicely. I'm not worried. I so far haven't so much as taken a single block hit, and we're going to finish with a full yellow bar, which I'm really happy about, and this will go down as the best boss fight I've ever done in all my time playing MCOC. So yeah, really happy with that. Unfortunately, it was in vain, and we lost. What did we do? We ended up losing 6-5. As I said, we had some silly deaths in the ally, which was a real shame. But we've got 4 more wars to get it right, making a few necessary changes, and we're going to come back strong and finish on a high. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.